I'm tired of making serious videos, but I have to, for now, at least. This one is about worrying. I can't help but think about my parents when I'm thinking about my current situation. My dad had Parkinson's, and that's been ruled out for me. And I looked it up, and it's not genetic, so that's fine. But when he first got sick, he had muscle weakness and he stuttered a lot. Yeah, so I can't not think about that. In addition to a bunch of other issues, my mom had chronic migraines, and there was never a cause or explanation or treatment. Like nothing helped her. And I can only imagine that was very frustrating. That's led me to wonder if I will ever get to that point. I mean, I've never had thoughts about harming myself or the world would be better without me or anything like that. But when my mom successfully committed suicide, it was her third attempt. The first one, she was in high school. So obviously that was way before I was around. The second one, I was in high school. I found her, but that's another story. But she afterwards she promised me that she would never try it again. And her depression or the whatever had a hold of her was so powerful that it was bigger than that promise. It was bigger than her love for me, which I never doubted. And I just can't help but wonder, or worry, I guess. Like, will one day, what if I inherited that? Will it overpower me? I've also started seeing a new therapist, and I talked to her about my dad and how I'm trying not to become what he was. So basically, when my parents split up, he started working from home to pick me up from daycare or wherever I was, and it made sense at the time. But then he got more and more used to it and just stayed home well beyond the point that it was reasonable. And I was like, you don't have to anymore. And but he did, and in doing that, he kind of isolated himself. And his only relations were with work people for a few hours a day, maybe. And I am trying not to isolate myself like that, but I feel like it's happening anyway. Contrary to what a lot of people think, I don't do a lot. I actually do an incredible amount of nothing, which is very frustrating. I I feel like I'm not productive, and that is really annoying. And people think I am interesting in some way, and I'm just like I do nothing. And it's like if I stay in at night or I get up early and like I did today, I got up about like an hour earlier than I was gonna, and if I had done writing or reading or whatever it was, but like with that time, then I maybe would have felt okay about it. But then so many days that's happened, and then all of a sudden it's like 2 in the afternoon, and I'm like, I've been awake for 6, 7, 8 hours, whatever, and I have nothing to show for it. Not getting answers makes worrying worse because if I mean, I'd rather get negative news than no news because then at least I would know what was happening and I could adjust and act accordingly. But just going to a doctor or whoever it is and not getting much of a result, if anything, is just like they're like, "Oh, you're okay," and I'm like, "No, I'm not. Like I'm dealing with whatever," and it doesn't come out. It doesn't help. Does that make sense? I don't know. Probably not. Whatever. I honestly don't know what the point of this video was. Um, but again, there's no danger, no self harm thoughts or anything like that. I just wanted to get out that the frustration and confusion and I don't even know what else that's going on.